starting fives for both teams as we're just about... Get ready, everyone, for Tuesday afternoon. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one, so I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Here are the five for the Clippers. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in the point guard. And for Denver, we've got Aaron Gordon. He's out there with Jokic. Rivers out there with Porter.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Here's Leonard. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story. Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Left side Jackson. Offensive rebound. And there's the bucket. Stand with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. And the rejection by Zubac. Campazzo, guarded by Jackson. Count that one.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Outside, George. Pass to Zubac. Nobody near George. And it's Denver with the rebound.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Jackson. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Puts it up from 17. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Clippers trail by 8. George looking around. Lays it up off the glass. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. And the pass to Jokic. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Jokic and body control. Hey, years ago we wouldn't have said that. I'm saying it now.
Rondo dishes to George. Pass to Morris. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Zubac kicks to Morris. Back to Zubac. Passes it to Morris. Leonard with no one around. The Clippers get another chance here. The Nuggets leading by 4. Pass to Rivers. 32 seconds left to play in the first. Jokic on the follow.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Here's George. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. The pass to Jokic. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. The three. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so it's Denver with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. We've got more NBA. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Nuggets. We've got Aaron Gordon. Austin Rivers is out there with Harrison. And it's Green. And it's Millsap in at the 5 down low.
I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
Gordon inside. And Green now, top of the key. 6 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And it's Gordon missing. Clippers trail by 6. Millsap with the steal. Rivers in the corner. Here's the 3. Millsap, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Here's Beverly. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, Beverly doing a good job of reading not just his defender, but the secondary defender in that pick and roll.
Outside Millsap. Pass to Rivers. Outside Gordon. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 6-point game. Batum passes to Mann. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Now, I don't know if you would consider this, but he's got such a nice touch around the rim. Maybe you foul him there?
Outside Gordon. Back to Harrison. Shoots. And too long on the shot.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Bol, he's checked in for Gordon. JaVale McGee comes in for JaMychal Green. And Monte Morris subbed in for Austin Rivers. Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for Patrick Beverly. And the wide open shot from Morris. The Nuggets with another miss. The Clippers trail. Mann passes to Cousins. Over Harrison. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers.
Oof.
Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
Leonard attacking. The Nuggets have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Here's Bol, and it's blocked. Outside Leonard, and that one is good. Leonard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 13-5 run. Outside for Rondo. The open shot by Leonard. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Morris with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. Stolen by Zubac. And Leonard gets it to go. And it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Bol with it. Working on Zubac. Bol can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 4. Oh, Morris in position.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Harrison. Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in the... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They are leading by 4. Kenny, give us your take. And...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul George really making a difference here.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So for the Clippers right now, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5.
And the versatility of Paul George's game. Elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor, I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George. Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Rivers in the corner. Banked in off the glass. Rivers has got his second basket.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
George passes to Zubac. And the layup's good off the glass.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Rivers. Jokic kicks to Gordon. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And here's Jackson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Zubats. Back to George. Shoots a fader. Leonard on the wing. Jacks up a three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Clippers lead by 5.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Campazzo guarded by Jackson. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And then for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Zubats. And it's Luke Kennard in for Kawhi Leonard. Here's Green. And another miss by Denver. Los Angeles leading by 5. From deep, George hits the three-point bomb. George has got 11.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Campazzo guarded by Jackson. Passes to Green. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside, George. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play. And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
The Nuggets trail by 11. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Morris passes to Green. Back to Morris. It's stolen by Morris. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Pass to Kennard. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Out to Morris. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Launches a three. And that's good. Luke Kennard for 3. Kennard's got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles. And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switch to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away. He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
The pass to Kennard. Cousins against Jokic. Cousins dishes to George. Outside for Jackson. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Morris. Now about 10 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's intercepted. Here's Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by George. Jackson's got 5.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
On the wing, Morris. Guarded by Jackson. Here's Harrison. Kept alive. Here's Millsap. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles looking at a 13-point lead. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got JaVale McGee, Paul Millsap out there with Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Clippers leading by 13. Batum passes to Cousins. Gordon with the defensive effort.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
The first free throw is good. Gordon hits both of them. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Kicks to Leonard. Count it from 12.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Campazzo, defended by Beverly. Outside Gordon. Passes it to Millsap. Oh, that's blocked. Now Beverly. Here's Leonard. Pass to Kennard. Back to Leonard. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Nuggets trail by 13. And the layup is good.
Well, you overreact to Paul Millsap. Good job of him staying patient and then finding one of his open teammates.
Now here's Beverly. Outside Leonard. Back to Beverly. McGee with the block. And they'll keep possession. Clock at 4. And here's Leonard from 3. Porter pulls it in. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Campazzo, defended by Beverly. Back to Porter. Knocks it loose. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Rivers, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Rondo's checked in. A 3 off the inbound. Rivers can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 11. Leonard looking around. There's the pass to Beverly. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Leonard again missing. Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And he trims the lead to single digits.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
Porter against Leonard. Back to Rondo. Outside Leonard. Charity strike shot. It's good. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
That's a quick move, and that's a soft touch. That's mid-range opportunities for Kawhi Leonard to cash in on.
Inside, McGee finds Rivers. No good with the triple. The Clippers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Down low, here's Leonard. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
From deep three-point range and a wide-open look for Porter. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Rondo kicks to Batum. Back to Rondo. Clippers moving the ball around. And Leonard gets it to go.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Los Angeles.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kawhi Leonard.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And again, the turnover by the Clippers. The Nuggets making a switch here. Jokic is checked in. The Clippers also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And George is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Rivers gets a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land. Rivers has got it back down to within single digits for Denver. Rondo with the ball. Outside, George. Puts it up. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Rivers. Off target with that shot. So the Clippers with the win. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For It's just about game time. The Blazers never looked more confident than
Kevin, thanks.
he stays working and stays true. David, thank you. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Gordon out there with Porter. And it's Rivers. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. McCollum passes to Covington. Lillard outside. Step back shot. That one's not going to go. Pass to Jokic. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Now here's McCollum. Passes it to Nurkic. To the paint. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Nuggets are gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Porter in the corner. Shoots over Powell, and it's rebounded by Covington.
Oh, you expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Now here's Rivers, and stolen by Lillard. And here's McCollum for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. It's good. And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Here's Nurkic. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Lillard with it. Picked up by Rivers. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Again, McCollum missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Porter. Nurkic with the steal. McCollum finds Lillard. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And the basket by Gordon.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Now, here's Lillard. D right on him to the middle. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Lillard.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Porter. Gordon dishes to Porter. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Porter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Lillard from outside. And no good that time. And it's Denver the other way.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
The pass to Jokic. Porter kicks to Rivers. Three-pointer. And Michael Porter good for 3. Porter's got 7 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's McCollum in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 7. Here's Gordon, finished off the break.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here's McCollum. He dishes it to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. It's McCollum on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
I think McCollum's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from that area.
Campazzo, covered by Lillard. In the corner, it's Gordon. Shot from the wing. Porter outside. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And here's McCollum for 3. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. And so it's the Denver Nuggets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports.
I think in the past, anytime I got it.
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
On the floor for Portland, they've got McCollum. Ennis Cantor is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
Rivers with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Green passes to Gordon. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul for the Nuggets. Bol, he's checked in for Gordon. JaVale McGee comes in for JaMychal Green, and Morris subbed in for Rivers. 14 feet away, and the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from McCollum.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Millsap passes to McGee. The rebound by Simons. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. The 3 from McCollum. That shot off.
Well, I mean, I think he better come up with some different ways to get his points tonight, because the 3, not one of them, ain't working. That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel. Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leaping. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court. He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Pass to Harrison. Back to Morris. Nice shot from the wing. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot-blocking abilities when he times it up.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Morris against McCollum. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Monday Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for McCollum. Campazzo near the three-point line. It's Porter. The Nuggets with another miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. To the wing on the left. McGee in the high post. Top of the key. Almost, but it rolls out. Portland trailing here. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Here's Simons. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Green's checked in. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. Denver's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
To the wing right side. Hollis Jefferson passes to Canner. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Makes it off the glass. Hollis Jefferson's got the lead up to 1 now for Portland.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
With 4 seconds on the clock, and Green is right there. Green's got his first points of the game.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. Well, what can you say about superstar big man Nikola? And that should...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Aaron Gordon out there with Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Austin Rivers. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Porter against Powell. Stolen by Rivers. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Moving it up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
For Denver, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And Morris drops them both. Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard outside. He kicks it to Nurkic. And the shot is good. Nurkic has got 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside, Porter. Gordon against Covington. Gordon dishes to Porter. Cranes the three-pointer. Porter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And such a sharp shooter from outside the arc. Porter just superb at knowing when to fire from deep.
Morris against Lillard. Outside Covington. Over Gordon. That misses off the backboard. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And that one, good. And it's a 6-point Nugget lead.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Lillard looking around. That 3 off the mark.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Lillard, the pass to Covington to end the run. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Lillard fires away from way outside, and he gets it back. That shot, no good. Good defense by Jokic. Denver leading by 8. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
1:37 left in the third quarter of the game. On the wing, Porter. To the inside. Lock at 6. Gordon kicks to Rivers. Porter passes to Gordon. With the shot. They grab their own miss. Jokic. And that one, good. Jokic has got his second basket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And staying with the play, Anthony. Anthony's got 6.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
50 seconds left to play in the third. There's the dish to McGee. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Cantor.
One of my favorite trash talkers in the NBA. Cantor never really shies away from taking jabs at opponents, and I think his teammates like that.
43 seconds left in the third. The Nuggets leading by 3. Outside Millsap. And the layup falls.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
The feed to Cantor. McCollum outside. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
And McCullough is fantastic in running the screen and roll. He knows how to use the pick to get space to shoot.
Pass to McGee. Outside Millsap. Over Jones. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nuggets lead by 3. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Derek Jones. Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard. A different look for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Millsap. Michael Porter comes in for Green. And it's Rivers in for Shaquille Harrison. Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Lillard, sinks the 15-footer.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the Flames, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Morris is checked in for Denver. And a switch here also for Portland. Simons is checked in. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Outside Gordon. Kicks to Porter. Teardrop shot. He scores his sixth bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Just so tricky with that little floating jump shot. Porter has a great feel for when to let it fly.
Passes it to Simons. Out to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. McCollum outside to tie it up. Morris with the rebound.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Trailblazers trail by 3. A 3 from McCollum. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Rivers has got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only 1 in the first.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? The Nuggets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Morris inside. He feeds it to Gordon. Now, here is Morris. Tight defense on him.
We don't talk much about his defense. The Panther has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. A 2-point game. McCollum against Rivers. And there's the pass to Simons. Inside, Jokic with the steal. Oh, here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Boy, they needed that one. And Gordon delivers. His productive habits really paid off there.
Tries from 10. That shot is off. And Denver the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Morris kicks to Rivers. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Off target with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 4 to the paint. Here's Jones. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Lillard outside. This is to Nurkic. Here's the teardrop. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's the first that brings them within 5.
What you love about Lillard is his drive. He wants to keep improving. He's a super competitive player.
Little, he's checked in for Jones.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Morris passes to Jokic. Porter in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Jokic inside. Looking on Nurkic. Jokic with the bucket.
calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Porter with the steal. Morris looking over the floor. Covington with the steal.
No time to waste on this possession.
Yeah, they got to get into the play fast and execute. It's your only hope. That's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Pass to Millsap. Porter in the corner. And the shot is long. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Nurkic kicks to Powell. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the NBA Live on 2K. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for the Nuggets, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Austin Rivers. Porzingis can't hit.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. They get it again.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And that one's good by Porter.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time.
Such a wide open look.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Now, here's Doncic. That's to Cauley-Stein. Porter with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And stolen by Richardson. Here's Finney-Smith. Over in the corner, Porzingis. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Porzingis has got his second basket of the game. Nuggets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Richardson against Rivers. Over Richardson. Rivers can't get it to go. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Finney-Smith can't get it to go. The Nuggets now on offense. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Rivers has got the ball. Richardson against Porter. Richardson attacking. Cauley-Stein. Right wing. Finney-Smith kicks to Porzingis. Right block shot. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Denver in the lead. Porter passes to Jokic. And another miss by Denver. The Mavericks shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Gordon. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
A second chance effort. Jokic, no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now here's Rivers. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Porzingis against Jokic. Porzingis looking it over. 6 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Richardson for 3. It's not going to go for him. And the Nuggets going the other way. Trying to end the drought. Here's Gordon. Now the pass to Jokic. Over Porzingis. Here's Porter. Off the left rim and out.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Richardson, good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Nuggets trail. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Gordon. And another miss by Denver. Now the Mavericks with it. Passes it to Porzingis. Stolen by Gordon. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Nice D from Doncic.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here's Porzingis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Porzingis has got 6.
Very hard to contend with a player with the size and touch and well-rounded offensive game that Kristaps Porzingis has.
And so the first. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, we've got Jalen Brunson. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Redick in at the 2 spot. The shot by Powell, no good. The Nuggets trail by 4. Rivers kicks to Gordon. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Now, here's Kleber. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Misses the wing J.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Up again, and the second chance effort by Gordon.
Well, at 6'9", great athlete, Aaron Gordon can be a problem on the glass.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Brunson. Denver grabs the miss. Harrison kicks to Millsap. There's the 3. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. The Nuggets making a switch here. McGee's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Burks is checked in. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
The defensive awareness, the timing. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Here's Harrison. A miss that time would have put him up. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Burke, the pass to Powell. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Powell's got his first 2 points.
That's about great concentration. Dwight Powell, under duress of the defense, finishes nonetheless.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Millsap, ripped away. Now here's Burke. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Now it's a 6-point Maverick lead.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleber grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleber texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, January 15th of 2015 provided a special moment in NBA history. Austin Rivers made his debut for the Clippers guys, who were coached, of course, by Doc Rivers. That was the first time in history a father coached his son in an NBA game. What a special, special time.
Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. It's stolen. Porter against Hardaway, and finished off by Porter.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
Pass to Powell. To the inside. Here's Marjanovic, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for the Nuggets. So he picks up just one from the line that time. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Back to McGee. The rebound by Marjanovic. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Brunson finds Hardaway. Off target from three-point range. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Campazzo. It's good. This game is all even. Here's Brunson.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
It's good on the putback. Powell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
Campazzo, and there's the pass to Harrison. Shoots over Burke. Can't nail the jumper. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been quite a game for Porzingis.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
They've got Nikola Jokic, Aaron Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Austin Rivers. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Leaps for it, and the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The lead is 2. And here's Richardson. It's Cauley Stein, top of the key. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Off target with the open look. Here's the break. Porter dishes to Gordon. Count that one. Gordon's got it all tied up now for Denver.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And it's Cauley Stein. That time on the assist by Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Make no mistake, guys, the playmaking ability of Luka Doncic is special. Even at a young age, this guy can pick apart a defense.
Now here's Rivers. Misses the 3.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
Well, the assertiveness to his approach, Luka Doncic on the catch and shoot, easy.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Millsap kicks to Jokic. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Richardson outside. Redick against Gordon. Jokic with the steal. And now here's Rivers with fast break opportunity. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 5.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Richardson, good. Richardson's got 5.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Pass to Millsap. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Redick against Gordon. Throws it up high, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
You just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
41 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks leading by 4. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Millsap has the open look. And again, Denver no good. Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Jokic against Porzingis. And a miss there on the triple. Got it off in time.
Now, this is huge for Austin Rivers. When he's making an impact defensively, it lifts his team.
The 3rd quarter comes to a close. Mavericks lead by 4. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The Mavericks leading. On the floor for Dallas. Jalen Brunson out there with Burke. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Hardaway in at the small forward position.
How about the ups of Dwight Powell? He's making these lobs look easy.
Denver shooting just 31% in the game. And here's Morris for 3. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Shanchar's got his first basket.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a Fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Brunson. The pass to Marjanovic. The shot misses. And the Nuggets going the other way.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
In the corner, it's Morris. Here's Chunchar. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
It's tipped, and it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. To the middle. Powell kicks to Burke. Pass to Brunson. Here's Marjanovic, and he banks in the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Morris against Brunson. Here's McGee. And the first one drops. A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Porzingis comes in for Marjanovic. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Burke. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Hardaway against Porter. Brunson scanning the floor. And there's the feed to Hardaway. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The pass break chance. And he hits it to tie the game up. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Pass to Kleber. Back to Brunson. Over Harrison. Brunson, no good. Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Down low, Kleber, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Harrison kicks to McGee. Ball's knocked loose. Hardaway with the steal. Only one man back on D. Deflects the pass. To the left wing. Porter with the steal. 3 on 3. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Porzingis inside, headed by Green. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Well, one thing we know, Porzingis is fearless. He had no hesitation on what was a huge basket for them.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They trail by 2. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He said he just wants them to play faster. Feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Porzingis.
And like his father, Manu, Bo's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Well, in a game this tight, you can't overlook how important those free throws could be.
Morris against Doncic. Richardson outside from the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
Here's Rivers. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here they come. Pass to Marjanovic. Hardaway with a wide-open look. Bullseye!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Now here's Rivers. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Over Richardson. Rivers finds Gordon. Back to Rivers. A three from Morris. Misses the three. Outside Hardaway. Here's Porzingis. So a close game sees Dallas taking this. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For And it's Rivers, and it's Nikola Jokic. And for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. Now, here's George. Morris outside. George looking over the floor. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Here's Jackson. Denver grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Denver passing it around. Rivers against Leonard. Rivers passes to Jokic. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Porter in the corner. No good on the 3. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Leonard gets it to go.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
And the pass to Jokic. Outside, Porter. Campazzo, shot clock at 6. He can't get that one to fall. Great tee that time from Leonard. Morris finds Leonard. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Off the inbound pass, and that one goes long.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
George has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Campazzo, Zubac defending. Here's Jokic.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Leonard dishes to Morris. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Morris. Puts up a 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. The Nuggets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Denver also making some changes. Paul Millsap's checked in for Jokic. JaMychal Green comes in for Porter. And it's Harrison in for Rivers. Now here's Rondo. Passes to Batum. Over Green. A shot by Batum. No good. The Nuggets trail by 5. On the wing, Green. He's guarded by Cousins. And Green gets it to go.
JaMychal Green with the height and the bounce to do some damage inside.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Clippers. Pass to Beverly. 1:05 left in the first quarter of the game. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Offline with the baseline jumper.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Green finds Millsap. Here's Harrison. On the wing, Gordon. Green, the pass to Harrison. Pocket 6. Back to Green. Takes the 3. The shot by Harrison, no good. Clippers leading by 3. Everly with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Everly, nice persistence to tip it back up and in.
I'll tell you what, they are effort players, and then at the next level, there's Patrick Beverly.
Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo, and stolen by Cousins. And up the floor again, the Clippers running the floor. The 3. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Five seconds left to play in the first quarter. Campazzo. And the last second attempt doesn't fall.
You talk about defensive back mindset.
And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got Luke Kennard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Mann in at the 3, the small forward. Kennard's shot is off. The Nuggets trail by 3.
Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center.
Stolen by McGee. Outside Gordon. Campazzo defended by Beverly. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. You know, Smitty, the change for McGee's pretty simple. He got some direction on how to play. Now he does everything he can to play within himself.
Kevin, that has been a huge difference maker for JaVale McGee. And you know, when he's focused, he can make an impact. Plays in short bursts, but very effective.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers.
Fouling to try and stop the shot, but PG-13 with terrific body control makes him pay.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
Here's Harrison, defended by George. Pass to Jokic from about 19 feet. And that one is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. George finds Morris. Leonard with the ball. There's the pass to Zubac. 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And it's Leonard missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Passes it to Zubac. That one goes. Count it. Zubac has got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles. Jackson against Rivers. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Austin Rivers, the son of a famed player and basketball coach Doc, making an impact in his league with his overall play.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Reggie Jackson. Green is checked in for the Nuggets. And so he hits both. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Outside, George. Morris outside. George against Rivers. 6 on the shot clock. And it's George missing. The Nuggets trail by 6. Rivers kicks to Porter. Over George. Back to Rivers from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Nails the corner 3. Morris has got 6 points.
And the one thing about Morris, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Harrison passes to Jokic. Misses off the right iron. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Here's Jokic. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2 for 6 start.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Outside, George. Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Rivers scanning the floor. Excellent D there from George.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Leonard kicks to Zubac. Here's George. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Green, the pass to Rivers. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And not really great numbers for him at the line, but really not terrible either. Right around 70%.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Beverly against McGee. Stolen by McGee. The finish. Here's Gordon. That's tipped. They get it back. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Gordon's got his 2nd bucket. From deep. The shot off that time. And so it's Los Angeles.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
So on the floor for Denver, we've got Gordon. He's out there with Porter. Jokic is out there with Rivers. Leonard finds George. Now here's Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
The defense on George a little too tight there, but to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in LA with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And here's Porter. And Jokic slams it in.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Rivers against George. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Rivers can't get it to go.
Ugly start to this half, hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Rivers. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
There's the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And the basket by Gordon.
And the coaching staff wants Gordon to keep taking those. It's only going to help him get better.
Here's George. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Campazzo covered by Morris. Gordon, the pass to Millsap. Chipped away. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Harrison's checked in for the Nuggets. Campazzo defended by Beverly. Here's Gordon. And another miss by Denver. Clippers leading by 9. Here's Kennard. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Kennard's got his first bucket in this one. Brady, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Kennard kicks to Batum. Back to Kennard. From deep three-point range. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the inside. Stolen by Beverly. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Batum, good.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
The Nuggets trail by 13. 59 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Harrison. Denver with a new 14. The shot will not fall. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Batum attacking. Jokic with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Gordon's running. Outside Millsap. Jokic trying to free himself up. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Jokic has got 10 points.
A tale of 2 halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now Beverly. Pass to Kennard. Just 5 to shoot. Beverly dishes to Cousins. Fades away. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. One second left. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Their lead at 11 points. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Rajon Rondo is out there with Jackson, and it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Quarter outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside, George. To the middle. Here's Jackson. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Jackson's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Clippers. Pass to Rivers. Stolen by Jackson. Leonard finds Rondo. Back to Leonard. Fires the 3. Green with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 13. Here's McGee. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First one falls for DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Los Angeles. And good on the second, so he makes them both. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Jackson passes to Leonard. And here is Cousins. Jackson kicks to Rondo. Leonard against Green. And Leonard gets it to go.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
McGee against Leonard. McGee dishes to Green. From the left block, he sends it through.
Credit JaMychal for all the hard work he's put in. A longtime D-League standout who's found his role and then some.
Outside Rondo. And here's Leonard from 3. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 11. Rivers gets a wide open look. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Outside Leonard. Green with the block.
And the rim protection from JaMychal. Another thing he brings to the table.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
George passes to Cousins. Outside for George. Leonard on the wing. 6 to shoot. Looking to get it going. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And, Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kevin, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Rivers can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 13. From downtown, Leonard, no luck.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
You've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Here's Rivers. Here's Millsap. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Jordan.
And I like how Millsap got in and forced the issue in the paint.
Both free throws good for Millsap. Here's Rondo. We've got 1:48 left in the game. Outside Leonard. Back to Rondo. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. From deep, George. And it's Rivers with the rebound. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 13. They get it back. Tries again. And again, Denver no good. The Clippers have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard on the wing. Morris. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 15.
Yeah, they can count this one in the win column. It has been a tremendous effort.
I love what we saw from them tonight, and I'm sure they'll try to replicate it next time out.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Clippers.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for George.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Morris, no good. Porter against Morris. Here's Jokic, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Nice touch on the jump shot. Jokic's shooting ability changes his team's definition of spacing.
So the Clippers with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. again for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3. Now here's Lillard. Launches it. Porter pulls it in. Jokic against McCollum. Gordon inside. Good D by Covington.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Powell with it. Now guarded by Porter. McCollum kicks to Covington. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And a wide open look for Porter. Powell pulls it in. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. So the wing on the left fires for 3. Covington passes to Nurkic. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Drops in the tray. Lillard's got the game going with his first points of the game for Portland. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Here's Rivers. Gordon kicks to Porter. Shoots over Powell. Porter, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Here's Lillard following the score by Aaron Gordon. Lillard looking around. Floats it up there for Nurkic. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Back to Rivers. Left side, Gordon. No good with the wing jumper. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Nurkic can't hit. For Denver, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards.
Lillard outside. Just 5 on the clock. And a wide open look for McCollum. Buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
From deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. There's 1:40 left in the first. Now here's Powell. No points in the game yet for him. Back to Nurkic. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Campazzo fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Here's Simons. Cantor's shot is off. 1:02 left here in the opening quarter. Doesn't go for him. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Jones with it. Now Green defending. Anthony, the pass to McCollum. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. McCollum's got 6 points.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
To the paint, here's Millsap. The Nuggets with another miss. Shot and game clock separated by 5. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. A 3 from McCollum. The offensive rebound, and Cantor able to finish.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Campazzo, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Trailblazers out in
Venom.
Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked.
I know that when the main guy,
he's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Blazers.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Now here's Jones. After the miss from JaVale McGee. Pass to Simons. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Nuggets trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Shot from 12. And Jones pulls it down. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Portland. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Inside, here's Cantor. Kicks it out to Jones. Cantor against Gordon. Shoots. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Nuggets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Bold dishes to McGee. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. And your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Anthony up and in on the layup. Anthony's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Bull can't hit. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Portland moving the ball around. Out to Anthony. Here's Cantor. Rebound by the Nuggets. Here's Gordon. Anthony with the defensive effort.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Lillard's checked in for McCollum. Now, here's Lillard. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. And it's Powell in for Anthony Simons. Here's Harrison by Lillard. And it's McGee with the jam.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Back to Lillard. Powell for three. Offensive rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Powell. Following the basket by Paul Millsap. Here's Nurkic. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's McGee. Goes back up. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Bull.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
And it's blocked. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And it's Millsap. That time on the assist by McGee. Millsap's got 4 this quarter.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Portland no good that time either. The Nuggets trail by 5. That one goes in.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Now here's Nurkic. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Score the basket is 3rd after 5 shots.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Morris, no good. Lillard way outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed. Portland was looking great right away. They launched into a 6-0 run with an
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. We've got Aaron Gordon. He's out there with Porter. Jokic is out there with Austin Rivers.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Here's Rivers following the basket by C.J. McCollum. And it's Jokic missing. Powell kicks to McCollum. Back to Powell. Down low. McCollum against Rivers. And it's McCollum off the drive. Good work there as it goes. And now it's a 9-point Portland lead.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Porter outside. And again, Denver no good. The Trailblazers shooting under 40% all in all for the game. And C.J. McCollum, another 3. McCollum's got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Here's Nurkic following the score by Aaron Gordon. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Trailblazers leading by 10. A 3 from McCollum. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8.
well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Guys, I like the hustle from Jokic. I mean, this guy knows exactly how to get to his spots in transition.
Powell, no one around him. Off target from outside. The Nuggets trail by 8. Here's Rivers. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Basket counts.
Tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half. Not like it was in the first.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. To the paint, Campazzo. The pass to Jokic. That one, no good. Great D that time from Nurkic.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Lillard outside. To the middle. Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. A step back shot here. Yep, that one goes in there. Lillard's got 4 this quarter.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Jokic.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Gordon. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take an almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for McCollum. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile 1 block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Cantor dishes to Lillard. Second shot opportunity. Cantor kicks to Lillard. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Lillard's got 11 points.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
Rivers passes to Millsap. It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one.
And, you know, while Millsap doesn't demand attention, he's a natural leader and does demand respect. He's somebody the younger guys certainly look up to.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the third. Lillard outside. For 3. It's off. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A good... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Rivers finds Green. Over Anthony. Millsap trying to get open. And it's Green missing. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. The Nuggets trail by 8. Passes it to Green. From deep three-point range. That shot missing. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Lillard from outside. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half. some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Green slams it in.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Jones dishes to Cantor. Anthony, the pass to Cantor. He gets it in there. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist total, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Lillard way outside. But they'll get another chance. Porter against Jones. Lillard from outside. Hands it from downtown. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Rivers passes to Green. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
The dish to Lillard. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. The three. And it's Lillard again missing. The Nuggets trail by 12. Rivers finds Green. Count the basket.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim. Knew he was going to get hit and still was able to finish.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. They double-team McCollum. Stolen by Rivers. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Porter's running. It's Rivers on the wing. Campazzo. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Gordon's checked in for Denver. Trailblazers leading by 9. Lillard left side. McCollum right side. A minute 42 left here in the fourth quarter. Nuggets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Rivers surveying the D. Campazzo. No good from outside.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
Gordon with no one around, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers. The Trailblazers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Nobody near Nurkic. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And again, Denver no good. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Lillard outside. Jokic with it.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Rivers gets a wide open look. Gordon kicks to Jokic. Porter at the elbow. Clock at 6. Offensive rebound. From deep. No good there.
Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
And so it's Portland winning this one. Some good competition. And in the locker room, each guy has been going over some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Porter is out there with Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Austin Rivers. And for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
You go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships. That tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series. Finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
Porter, no luck. And the Mavericks with possession. Here's Doncic. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Richardson outside. Finney-Smith kicks to Kleber. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Jokic against Porzingis. Doncic outside. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
That's a big target in Porzingis, but he delivers.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
5 to shoot. Campazzo. But they recover it. Here's Jokic. Knocks down the 10-footer.
Nice looking mid-ranger there from Jokic. Money in the bank from that spot.
Doncic outside. Kleber finds Porzingis. Back to Kleber. Offline with his 3. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Gordon. Passes it to Jokic. Back to Gordon. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Here's Harrison. The pass to Gordon. Back to Harrison. Lob pass to Gordon. It's tipped. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Hardaway from outside. They grab their own miss.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Here's Millsap following the score by Josh Richardson. Millsap misses.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Rivers. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To the inside. Hardaway with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Porzingis has got the ball. It's Powell on the wing. He dishes it to Doncic. Powell down low. He's against Gordon. No good. The Nuggets trail by 4. Now, here's Jokic. Pass to Rivers. Over Hardaway. Jokic trying to free himself up. Second chance shot. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Dallas with Mavericks leading by 4. Doncic finds Porzingis, and it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's Rivers. No good on the triple. Richardson attacking. On the wing, Doncic. And so it's Dallas with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because and if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Dwight Powell. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Hardaway in at the 3, the small forward. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. The Nuggets trail by 6. Bobbed up there for Green. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Redick. Out to Hardaway. Takes the 3. It's good from long range. Hardaway has got the lead up to 9 now for Dallas.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
Campazzo. McGee. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. On the wing, Hardaway. There's the dish to Powell. Shot clock at 6. And the layup's good off the glass.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Kicks it to McGee. Campazzo. A 3-pointer, no good. Mavericks leading by 9. It's stolen by Green. And here's Porter. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
Redick surveying the D. Poked loose. Stolen by McGee. And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
Brunson, the bounce pass. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Down low, stolen by McGee. Outside, Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Big group substitution here for Denver. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Out to the right wing. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Six on the shot clock. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. From outside, off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Jokic with the steal. Jacks up a 3. Rivers against Richardson. And the turnover again by Denver.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Dallas leading by 3. Doncic outside. Out to Porzingis. And the 3 off target.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Pulls up on the wing. Misses off the left iron.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Finney Smith off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And they're on the break. Here's Rivers. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Like that he gets out and runs that time. That's well within the wheelhouse of Austin Rivers, finishing on the break.
Doncic right side. He got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They are leading by 4. Kenny, what was your impression?
Well, if you compare the assist.
And that does it for our...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
So on the floor for Denver. Gordon out there with Michael Porter. And it's Rivers. And it's Nikola Jokic. Porzingis finds Doncic. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. A nice shot by Rivers.
A big man who can really dish it out. Jokic really reliable, setting up his teammates.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. They get a hand on it. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. And it's all evened up. Jokic has got 6.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Doncic with the bucket.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Campazzo. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Pass to Doncic. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Pass to Porter. Outside Gordon. Feeds it to Rivers. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. There's the pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. On the wing, Doncic. 11 points in the game. No good off the back of the rim.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Doncic feeling it out. Jokic against Porzingis. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Denver making a switch here. Harrison's checked in. Here's Brunson. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Rivers finds Gordon. Here's Jokic. The kick out to Porter. They get the rebound. 3-pointer. No good. Shot missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Rivers can't get it to go.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And here they go. That's in, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Jokic.
I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Now here's Brunson. Guarded closely. Shot clock at 5. Outside Hardaway. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. Marjanovic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Harrison kicks to Rivers. From the wing. The rebound by Marjanovic. Dallas leading by 4. And Brunson has it in the corner. Inside. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. And they're moving it up. Here's Porter. And yes, it's good. 6 points for Michael Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to Hardaway. Back to Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Lets it go from 14. And he hits the jump shot. Hardaway has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, whenever he's got a little room, if the ball's in his hands, Hardaway Jr. looking to score.
Rivers offline. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's Dallas up by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Nuggets trail by 4. They've got J.J. Redick. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Burke, and it's Hardaway in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Kleber with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Campazzo. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Paul Millsap.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Burke with it, now guarded by Porter. To the paint, Millsap with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Another turnover there leading to a basket.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Zinkis, he's checked in for Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. Josh Richardson's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Burke. And a switcher also for Denver. Rivers checked in. Doncic right side. One-on-one here to take the lead. And Green puts it in. Green's got the lead up to 2 now for Denver.
And guys, give them credit. I mean, they've taken advantage of the turnovers in the open floor.
Back to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Out left to the wing. Finney-Smith. And just miss after miss right now. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by Denver.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Outside, Porter. Fires from the wing. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hardaway with a wide open look. The three-pointer no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Another shot. Here's Green. Back to Rivers. Pass to Green. Over Porzingis. Green, no luck. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. A pass to Porzingis. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Kicks it to Millsap. Campazzo. And again, Denver, no good. The Mavericks trailing. Doncic outside. Here's the 3. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Pass to Rivers. A The three ball. Millsap trying to get open. Not going to go that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. And right on target. Good. And now it's a three-point Maverick lead.
That is a gutsy shot from Hardaway, and he comes through.
Porter in the corner. Looking to end the run. No good on the layup.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Passes it to Marjanovic. Millsap with the steal. Here's Rivers. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. It counts.
And they do have a foul to give. Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You could bet that's what they're looking for. This late in the game, they need that 3.
Porter dishes to Rivers. Count it! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Well, the deep ball accuracy is much more consistent now from Austin Rivers, learning how to be an effective shooter at this level.
The drive by Doncic. Can't cash in. And so Mike Malone calls a timeout. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Tip-off goes to Denver. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the floor for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with J.J. Redick. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. Unloads from 13. Kleber tips it back in. Kleber's got the first basket here in overtime for the Mavs.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here's Millsap. It's good. Millsap's got the game tied up here for Denver.
Man, once Millsap gets the ball in his hands, everyone in the building knowing he was going to take and make that shot.
It's Redick on the wing. Back to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Outside, Redick. Off target from three-point range.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Aggressive move off the dribble. You could see the confidence growing right now for Austin Rivers.
Well, overtime basketball, a minute and a half played so far. Doncic passes to Kleber, and it's sent back by Millsap. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Gordon's running. And he converts the layup. Gordon's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
Boy, they needed that one, and Gordon delivers. His productive habits really paying off there.
Here's Doncic, and Doncic throws it down.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Here's Jokic, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, under the wire, this is what it's for.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. And getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that term.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Richardson in for J.J. Redick. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. On the wing, Hardaway. Misses the tray. Out to Doncic. And there's the pass to Richardson. Puts up a three. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. They had to scrape and claw to push it to over.